Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Karlene, and this week I spent $120 on groceries to feed my family of 5, and I'll be sharing what meals and snacks I plan on making while sharing some tips on how you can cut your grocery budget too. We've recently returned from a long weekend away, and if you missed my last video, I did a thrift with me while we visited Japan, and now that we're home, it's time to get reorganized in the kitchen and the pantry, fridge and freezer so that I can get back into routine and tighten up the budget when it comes to food each week. If you enjoy easy recipes, homemaking and simple living, then please subscribe. My first tip is to take stock of what you already have in your fridge. We've just been away for 5 days, so some of this is a bit grungy, past saving, but I needed to take stock to see exactly what I have and what I need to throw out and what I need to clean up. Be very intentional analyzing what you already have with the lens that you want to save money this week. One thing that I didn't mention are some freezer items that I do try and keep on hand. So frozen peas, frozen spinach. I normally have like a 500 gram thing of mince left over from the week before if I've tried to buy in bulk, and some frozen leftover like bread and bread crusts to make breadcrumbs and things like that too, to save me some money when I make schnitzels and things like that too. The next thing is to do the exact same thing from your pantry. Now this is not the week to be trying new recipes and trying extravagant things that you've never made before. Time and place, love. Time and place, okay? This week we're trying to save ourselves some cash. By spending 3 whole minutes through my pantry, fridge and freezer, I already have some meal ideas taking shape, and all I need to do is fill the gaps. Tip number 2 when stocking your pantry is that if it is on sale and you can afford it that week and it is in your budget, buy an item for now and one for later. That way, when you do find yourself tight one week, all you need to do is fill the gaps just like I'm doing now. It isn't every week that I get to spend $120 because my grocery shop comes in cycles. For example, I didn't need to get nappies this week or a lot of cleaning products. That is something that I do include in my grocery budget. So I was able to fill the gaps in this grocery shop and save myself some money. Lately, I've been shopping at Aldi and spending between $160 and $180 for that initial shop during the week without that top up of, milk and bread midweek. But today I ended up having to go to Coles because it was just honestly one less stop because I had a baby and like 5 stops to go to already. So 3 bags of groceries, $120. 3 bags. Let me show you what I got. First up, I grabbed myself half a cabbage because I want to try fermenting my own sauerkraut for gut health. I'll insert a clip here of the crock pot, like the specialized crock pot I got from Aldi. I think it was $20 or $25 or something, and I'm really looking forward to trying it. I got the kids some strawberries as they weren't $7 a punnet, so that was a win. 1 whole rock melon. I couldn't even smell if it was ripe or not. I just hoping for some good luck there. A bag of potatoes cost $4.50 at the moment, and I grabbed some dried sultanas in a pack, and I'm going to divvy them up at bento box style for the kids' lunches. That's another tip for you. Save the packaging, save the money, grab it bulk, and then divvy it up yourself. I've got some pasta sauces there, so you can guess that some form of spaghetti is on the menu. I saw a fun recipe on Instagram which was like pasta, like your spaghetti mince and then a bechamel sauce and cheese, and it was sort of like baked just until the cheese was all melted, and it looked so good. I'm going to try that. So I do have some cleaning products in here, and those waterproof band-aids are the best. I've got 3 boys aged 10, 6 and 1, and they are the best at protecting their little sores when they get hurt, and they don't hurt to remove them. So Coles band-aids for the win. Now you would have noticed I've pulled out some non-edible items. I will talk more about that later. I've got the spaghetti there to go, the pasta to go for my spaghetti recipe. Even though you saw I had penne, that's going to be for something different. I did have a can of tuna there, a staple for my pantry to have tuna mornay. Me and the kids, my husband doesn't like it. So yeah, can't eat that. It was on clearance for $3. I'm going to give it a try. I needed some more plain flour to make some muffins for the kids. I always try and have frozen fruit on hand, so that's really easy to do blueberry muffins for school lunches. Milk, I've got yogurt for kids snacks, garlic bread to go with my pasta. I'll wrap those in alfoil, 1 for now, 1 for later, stick 1 in the freezer. I've got a kilo of mince. I'm going to cut that in half and then freeze that in 2 different portions to make my meat go further, and the same for my chicken breast fillets as well. So I'm going to halve those and then prepare those for 2 different dinners during the week. I grabbed a kilo of cooking bacon that I can either prepare for make ahead breakfasts for the week, or with that plain flour I can make a quiche Lorraine, a frittata. Possibilities are endless, depends on how much time and energy I have. I found these Turkish rolls for $2. I'm going to cut those in half, horizontal and then through the middle, depending which way you look at it. As well, I'm going to do make ahead breakfast rolls with that bacon possibly. Otherwise I can do sausage and egg, from the freezer. Sausages, not the eggs. A bag of salad to go with leftovers for lunches, and I've also got some mushrooms there as well that I will do for make ahead breakfasts, because that is something that my husband does enjoy. As I mentioned before, my grocery shop comes in cycles. So last week I bought an 18 carton of eggs, so then I don't need to buy any eggs this week. I've got some spring onions, and these are the gifts that just keep on giving. Once you chop them off and use them in your recipe, stick them in a jar of water on the windowsill and they will just keep growing. And then you can stick them in the ground and they will grow some more. I grabbed cheap veggies this week because we're on a budget. So we've got a bag of carrots, I've got some tomatoes, and I can even roast these for a breakfast idea or just for salad with salad leaves. I've got a handful of bananas there, and I've also got some golden kiwi fruit. The kids have been loving these. They're from New Zealand and the kids just think they taste like sunshine, and I cannot argue with that. I've got a red onion to go for a recipe that I have in mind, and that is everything that I bought this week for 120 bucks. So if we take away the amount of money that I spent on the non-edible things like the cleaning stuff, the spray tan or the foaming tan thing, that's probably what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, $15 there. So that would take it down to 100 and what did I say, it was 119 minus 15, $104. And you would have noticed that I don't have any bread here at the moment, or eggs. They were out of eggs. I wasn't going to pay $8 for a 6-pack. That's all they had left on the shelf. So I do have some of my 18-pack from Aldi left over from last week. I do have some bread left over from yesterday that I bought for the kids' lunches, and I did buy a hot chook yesterday. So let's say 10 bucks for the hot chook, $3.50 for the loaf of bread. That's $13.50. So that kind of equals out on the non-edible things. So even though those things are sort of removed and added in, it was still a cheap grocery shop this week. And here is a list of meal ideas that you can make for spending $120 on groceries. The first meal idea is a taco bowl. I am still not sick of this. I always have rice and soy sauce in my pantry somewhere. So yes, I'm Filipino, so that's just a given, right? That I have rice in the household. But I always buy the big bags when they're half price, and then I just store that. So taco bowl is a must this week. I needed the mustard sauce to make the most delicious taco dressing. I will link a video that you will love below. I can make a mince stir fry with noodles using those capsicum that we found. I've got some sun-dried tomato and gnocchi, and now some chicken, so that's going to make a delicious pasta dish. I can make a creamy sauce using that plain flour and milk, since I didn't have enough in the budget to buy cream this week. I can make bacon wrapped chicken. I will link a video below that you will love. I've got tuna mornay on the menu, the spaghetti topped with the bechamel sauce and the cheese. I've got beef in the freezer, so I can make massaman curry with the pumpkin that I had from before I went away, hence the suitcase on the floor, and chicken and mushroom penne. Okay guys, that's everything that I got this week for under $120 from Coles. I hope you can hear me over the wind outside. It is so blowy, it is insane. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for hanging out with me in my kitchen, and I'll see you in my next video. As always, I will link other videos below that I think you might enjoy and that you might find helpful. All right, thanks for dropping by. I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.